This is Princess Jordan here. Like my mom's Queens of Queens page.
Me, me want know. Me want know. Me want know. Me. Tell me what I want. Tell me what I want down there. What I want, why we can't have no fun there. What I want from Sunday to Sunday. Everybody days of Monday. What I want, tell me what I want down here. What I want, why we can't have no fun here. What I want, go chicken let's gun ya. Everybody day when Coco team make son ya. SOS we are send down there. Rules and regulation get bent down there. Too much innocent life I done down there. So tell the foreigner stop send gun down there. Them can't find solution to the crime down here. Porsche, digital and lime down here. I rob the poor people them lifeline down here.
Hey everyone, it's Queenz of Queenz Radio here. It's Queen Myesha. So today our topic is, I'm going to jump right into it. Are single people overly picky when choosing a partner? And I hear someone giggling, and that is our other host, Queen Shavaka. Now, why did you laugh about this particular topic, Queen Shavaka?
Because let's jump right on into it.
So before we get...
I was ready to jump.
Exactly. So before we jump all the way in, let's introduce the other men that are not other men, the men that are on our panel. Please introduce yourself.
Greetings and blessings. This is Desan Kimathi. Excited and delighted to be a guest. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Dr. SYN-Q here. Happy to be invited to another discussion. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
So, again, the topic is, are single people overly picky when choosing a partner? Question mark. Now, I could just go ahead and answer that with one word. And in today's society, yes, in 2019, I think yes. I think people are super duper overly picky. I remember like listening to my parents when they were growing up, you know, they weren't all that picky. Like, especially women, like, okay, the man works, he comes home every day. You know, like little simple things like, okay, he's a winner. You know, today it's like you have to have like 1,001 things you have to get a plus on a checkoff list. You know, okay, I'm not gonna ramble because I can keep on going. I'm gonna open it up for you guys too, and I'll come back around and ramble later.
Absolutely. I think, you know, back in the days when we were growing up, like you said, our parents, they courted each other. Hey, I like you. I think you're beautiful. Can I take you out to dinner? Have this rose? Like, there was just like this, obviously there was this presentation when it came to dating. And somehow in the millennium, well, now, people missed the boat on, like, I don't know if it was because back then, the Casanovas had mentor meetings on teaching young boys how to woo a girl and what she likes to hear, or if they just been burnt so badly that any woman that come across, it's kind of like the man will, for an example, you can be in Walmart and maybe you didn't feel like putting, like, you've seen my videos lately. It's not that I don't like putting on makeup, I just don't feel like it. My hair has been poofed out. I washed and conditioned it, but I just didn't style it up. And so amazingly, the feedbacks are like, oh, I used to see your videos and want to run my hand through your hair, and lately it's been kind of like this. Okay, well, I wasn't trying to impress you with my hair. Something that, but I'm saying that, I don't want to ramble on either, but it just really got me to thinking that men have a checkoff list. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, her nails are done. Oh, her weave. She went to her stylist to get her weave done, or her sewing, or whatever, her hair pressed. Like, she's top notch. Now you see her at Walmart. Maybe she wasn't feeling good. Maybe her stomach was upset. Maybe she just wanted to go to the store for a quick cold medicine decided not to put on clothes and decided not to wear makeup and just went in her pajamas. You're like, ugh. I was going to holler at her, but she's kind of, ugh, whoa, I'm good, and walk off. And you may walk off and miss the most amazing woman in the world because you happen to see her on aisle 7 picking out prescription, over-the-counter medicine to feel better. You don't know what her situation is, so I think definitely, but, as women, we do that too. Like, oh, he's cute. Oh, he goes to the gym. He work out. He take good care of himself. He take care of himself. Imagine what he would do for me. And so I think it's a two-way sword. Like, they have a check-off list, and we have a check-off list. Mine is you have to be mentally stimulating. Like, you can be cute, but when you open your mouth and there's no stimulating conversation, I'm bored. Like, what are we talking about? Can you talk about more than just how my hair's blowing in the wind? Can you talk about more than just how nice I look with lip gloss on? Like, can we have, like, an actual conversation and keep it going on a daily? If I'm feeling under the weather, can you encourage me to feel better? So I think if we both, women and men, have our own check-off list.
I mean, my list is a little bit longer than yours. I'm just gonna be honest. It's a little bit longer than.
I like my list.
I mean, I like your one item list about stimulating the mind. That's on my list also. But
Yeah.
I think men and women are so picky these days because we feel like we have a lot of options, like with the online dating and how people don't really value people anymore. We're all there's no value in people anymore. So you just, I don't like this, let me just move on to the next, or let me just get back on this app, let me get on Tinder and just find someone else to occupy my time for the night because you're not doing it, So I think that we have developed to be a little bit more picky because it wasn't like back in the day where, you only had a few options to meet people. Maybe like church, you can meet somebody. Mm-hmm. If you went to the club, if you were clubbing back in the day or a bar, you can meet people. Through friends, you can meet people. But now we have your computer basically is connected to thousands of sites where you can meet people from anywhere around the world. So why put up with someone else's crap or stuff that's annoying or just something that's not on your checklist or that's not checked off on your checklist when I can go and find 100 more of you? That's how people think,
right.
So the guys haven't said anything. Huh? Go ahead. Sorry.
It's weird because guys are under the impression that women care about you working out. We don't care about that stuff. How do you treat us? That's important. What do you think, guys?
Well, I'm not picky at all. I'm just gonna say that I ain't never been picky. I just like to make sure that you ain't pulling off a whole lot of stuff after we met. If I meet you, so the thing about the nails and the hair and all that kind of stuff, none of that matters to me if you got moments when you're not. What am I trying to say? If I know that there's moments like the real you, right? The you without the nails, the you that you just in the store doing whatever y'all call it a bad day or whatever. That's the person I like to meet. I'm not looking to meet the one who's I just don't judge ladies like that. I don't look at how they do their hair and all that kind of stuff and make a decision about what kind of person they are based on those things. Those things are just superficial. and they absolutely have, to me, they absolutely have nothing to do with what the person is like on the inside. They just have everything to do with how they are on the outside. And when I'm attracted to a person, when I'm attracted to a female, it's a natural thing about her that I'm attracted to. Like if I'm looking at her face and the way her nose is, the way her lips are, the way her eyes are, the just nothing that has to do with it's like if I see a nice set of lips, you know, having lipstick on them just makes them, you know, they just look better. They look good without the lipstick, but they just look better, I guess, with lipstick. Either way, there's just a certain kind of look in the face that I'm attracted to. And then, you know, so y'all, just so you know, for y'all in the audience, I'm 50 years old, and I've been attracted to women or females since I was a little boy. You know, so I don't know. I've never had any kind of moments where I was just picky. And you know, the best thing about it was, you know, just if you were fun to be with, if you're, you know, you had a sense of humor, you know, you just and you looked attractive to me, but without all of the stuff that, you know, the nails and all that kind of stuff, that's not the real stuff. So that's it. Now I'm rambling. So.
Now, and as for me, the Dan Kimathi, I'm pretty much the same too. I love a woman in her natural state. I believe it's way too much emphasis put on beauty as far as your hair being done, nails being done, the makeup and all that right there. I'm actually anti-makeup. I believe me personally, I believe melanin is makeup. You don't need all them chemicals and all that stuff all on your face that cause cancer and all that right there. I don't like all that makeup. Plus, I believe makeup was initially inserted to allow the white woman cheekbones and lips to be defined. The black woman already have nice lips already, so all the lipstick and all that right there has to define your lips and all the, you know, the different little makeup above the cheekbones to how the cheekbones well defined. The black woman already had all of that natural. When you place too much emphasis on hair, nails, makeup, damn, where's the time for your damn mind to be made up? I like a woman for her mind to be made up versus her face and all the other stuff to be made up. You know, so me, I'm not the picky type like that right there. As long as we can, you know, come together and solve critical problems. You know, I love a woman with her brains together for the first and foremost. All that looking good and all that vanity and all that right there, that initially came from European standards of beauty. And it was also ushered in through the sister, Madam C.J. Walker, for us to be, you know, with the assimilation to European standards of beauty. So that's my take on that particular situation right there, as far as woman making up her hair and all that right there. As long as your damn mind is made up, we can go and we can conquer any damn thing with your mind together. Straight up.
Now, I believe you can have both, you know? Like, for instance, I'll speak for myself. Now, when I go to work Monday through Friday, I don't wear makeup. My hair is pulled back in a bun. I have my glasses on, and I'm absolutely totally comfortable with that. I could meet anybody in the world with this natural look that I have, and I'm fine. But now there are certain occasions, or sometimes on the weekend, where I do put the makeup on, and I do put the heels on, and I do fix my hair up. And I can only speak for myself, I feel the same as I feel with no makeup than when I feel all dressed up. But I like to be dressed up, you know. So I think it depends on how you feel. Because now I know some women, again, I have friends who I've known, my daughter's almost 8, and I have friends I've known before my daughter was born, that I have never seen them without lashes. I've never seen them without weaves. And they would rather jump into a hot fire before a man sees them with no makeup on. You know, that's when it's an issue, you know.
Yeah, I want to say too. It's been I don't know if you call 2 years still recently single, but um, after coming out of a 15-year marriage and you know getting back into, I guess I ain't really in the dating scene. I haven't. Now that I think about it, I haven't really been looking or nothing like that. But um, as just as a single guy, I'm not really yeah, I'm not really well, I guess I'm back to it again. I'm still not picky, and I think the dressing up, like for example, because I go to Walmart a lot, and the Walmart that I go to is like one of those big super Walmarts. So like a lot of people from a lot of cities in the area, they go there. So when I go there, I oftentimes see uh, females that I knew from back in the days that I grew up with and stuff like that, and they will be in that what do you call it, the way you were calling it, the off day or whatever. And when I'll see them, they'll be like, oh, man, off day, you had to catch me in here looking like this. And I'll be like what? You know, because I'm not paying attention to that stuff. I'll be like, well, what are you talking about? I don't, you know, I don't, you know, I think most of that is going on inside the mind of most females, right? Like, it seems to be something that's really important about how you, you know, how you look, you know. I do remember reading one time in a book. It was a book that I was reading when I was a teenager that talked about, you know, was talking about being attractive to ladies or whatever. And there was a rule that said, make sure that every time you step out the house, you're always looking sharp. You know, you never step out the house looking like you just woke up yesterday and all that kind of stuff. And so brief period of time in high school, I was doing that. I was always making sure that I got like that. But once you start to get a little bit older, at least for me, that was too much time and energy. It's like, man, you know what? I don't, you know, it's like I don't just go out looking like anything. But I mean, I just make sure I'm clean. You know what I'm saying, when I go out, but like, you know, just trying to look sharp all the time and thinking about or worrying about what people think about me and how they're looking and what they're going to be saying. I don't even think about that stuff, you know. And I think I would appreciate a female who has that in her mind as well. She's not even thinking about that. She's just, you know, out and about doing her thing. You know, she's more focused on whatever she went to the store to get. And you know, thinking about what she's got to do throughout the day rather than being focused on her looks. So.
Well, I would advise this because I've done this more than a handful of times to kind of help women kind of get out of that insecurity of having all the makeup and having on all of the other stuff that you could put on and take off at night and put on your dresser. And a lot of women might not do. I've done this before, and the first time I did this, it took courage, but now it's not that big of a deal. Single women out there, I encourage you on the first date with the man to, especially, I mean, there's different ways of meeting people now. So just say you meet someone online, you've never seen them face to face, or maybe it's a blind date, someone hooked you up with someone. Go on the date with just not even that much makeup on. Doing your brows maybe, have your hair pulled back, you know, wear some nice clothes. Because if he can see you like that and appreciate you like that, the next 2-3 dates when you come out, you know, with your fly stuff on and your hair done and your makeup, he will appreciate you even more. And I've done that plenty of times where I've come out looking just really, I dumbed it down a lot. And I think that some guys didn't want to have a second date because of that, and that's fine, you know. absolutely fine. But that it takes a lot of courage when you're used to doing something different, and all of your confidence is in stuff that you can remove off of your body. But now we're kind of getting off topic. The topic was, are single people overly picky when choosing a partner?
I kind of piggyback on what you were saying too.
Sure.
I agree with it, and I've done it, and I've been asked, like when I went on dates, and I've done that with no makeup on, hair in a bun, and deodorant, perfume, and lip gloss. The first question was asked was, "Oh, that's what you're wearing?" I was like, "Yeah." Can you tell me where you were going? Kind of, it's kind of nice button up and jeans and boots, like something, kind of, and I felt good about it. And but yeah, going back to so I just wanted to piggyback on that. Yeah, it's a great, I don't want to say an experiment, but I was raised where ladies in my family would say, don't step outside, you don't know who you're going to meet, and you have to dress to impress. Impress who? What about them impressing me? I'm already impressed with myself, so, but yeah, that is a great tool that you shared with all the single ladies out there who are fighting that battle of, I want to dress to impress. I don't always want to wear a whole bunch of makeup. Like I said in the beginning of this, I haven't been wearing makeup because I just didn't feel like it. So it wasn't like, people, oh, you're all right? I'm fine. I just didn't want to wear makeup. I'm not depressed. I just didn't feel like putting on makeup today. And I think it's society who sends the message out that if she doesn't wear makeup and her hair is pulled back, she must be going through something, or she might be depressed, or cheer her up, she didn't wear makeup today, she looking, kind of homely. But maybe she just felt comfortable. But as far as extremely picky, I have a list. You have to be a gentleman.
Oh, so your list is getting longer now, Queen Shavaka.
No, it's always been, no, my list has always been long.
Okay.
What I said, I didn't want to be rambling at the beginning, but I was just leading with an example of that. Intelligence is number one for me. Intelligence is number one for me because I'm extremely intelligent. So if I'm intelligent, I would like to have an intelligent conversation with you. It doesn't have to be political or anything like that, but just a stimulating conversation that will last, an open-ended conversation. Those are important. I've always been into gentlemen, someone who doesn't think it's taboo or cliche to open a door or send a rose to my door. I won't tell you I want flowers, but I will definitely appreciate them. And just being respectful. That's huge. Don't be on the phone cussing. Don't be on a date on your phone. In those iPhone watches where you're sitting looking like you're looking at the time, but I can tell you're checking messages. Don't do that. That is such a turn off. Oh. So yeah, I had one of those things where I was actually on a date, and he was just looking at his phone, and it was a watch, and I was like, you have to be somewhere? Like, but it was one of those iPhone, check your messages. That is so unattractive. If we're together, the focus needs to be on our togetherness. Phones put away, enjoying the conversation, enjoying dinner, maybe a movie, something. So yeah, when it comes to the respectful, basic, stuff that men should already know. Whatever my dad did to woo my mom, yeah. Not that saying I have daddy issues, but I'm just saying, obviously, so yeah, yeah. I think in some aspects of standards, I wouldn't say picky. I would say standards.
Yeah, I think that people have lower standards, but higher levels of pickiness.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. One can appreciate.
It's like he doesn't have a job, but he has a nice body. He punches me in my eye, but the sex is good, you know.
Oh, heck no. Like, I can deal with you had a job, but you lost it. Life happens. But don't be sitting on my couch complaining about you not having a job.
Yeah.
You know, hit some on it.
Yeah.
Push to get another one, you know. That's important. Don't be eating at my favorite Cheerios. There's some groceries in here.
For real.
My Fruit Loops, those are my Cocoa Puffs.
So you guys, we are running out of time. Time went by so quick. Super quick. Does anyone have any further words to tell the audience that is listening to us right now?
I just want to say, because it did make me think about one of my friends one time who was so disappointed because of someone that he met that he liked, and but when he liked her, he liked her because of the makeup that she had on. The makeup she was wearing made her look better than she actually looked when she removed the makeup. And that is one of the reasons. That to me is one of the reasons why I believe that females should wear little, very little to no makeup at all, because it makes a guy feel like he's been tricked or like he's been deceived, for you to look a certain kind of way, and then after you get to know him and everything, and all of a sudden you feel comfortable enough to say, oh well, I got you got me now, or I got you now, so hey, take it or leave it. This is how I really look,
behind the Snapchat filters.
Well, then that's when she can hit you with, if you really liked me, it doesn't matter how I really look under this makeup.
Exactly.
Well, then why wear the makeup then? Let him really like you from the get-go without the makeup, and then it'll be all right.
Makeup doesn't define who I am. It's the real me inside.
That's right. Don't wear that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Anytime you change something, you just saying something wrong with yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out and put on no damn foundation or arch my eyebrows or do none of that. Damn, I'm gonna come out of my natural state. How the Creator made us. Because when you think too, though, look, the Most High is the best beautician and the best cosmetology, hand down. I see a lot of sisters talking about God this and God this. How God made your ass, though? Where your come out how God made you, because God didn't make no damn makeup. That was something that was created again. All of that came from European standards of beauty, putting all that shit all on your damn face and foundation and all that stuff. And they put chemicals in there to preserve it for the shelf life. All that stuff is clogging your pores up. It's just a lot that go wrong with it. Do they have natural makeup? Absolutely. But again, normally, sometimes, and I do understand too, sometimes women do wear makeup to cover up blemishes, pimples, and things of that nature. That's understood. But you know what? If you take care of yourself and have an alkaline diet and eating right and taking care of yourself, you wouldn't even have those pimples to begin with. A lot of times that makeup can cause pimples also. So again, just take care of yourself, love yourself, and when you love yourself, the person who is seeking you will see how much you love yourself, and everybody will fall in the line with the loving. But the love starts with yourself, loving yourself.
Yeah.
That's very important.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And the topic are single people overly picky when choosing a partner. I think that we all, or at least Shavaka and I, are saying yes. Are you guys saying yes, guys?
No.
You're saying no. We're not overly picky. People aren't.
People aren't overly picky.
I think maybe single ladies are overly picky, or more picky than single guys. Single guys, I don't think single guys are that picky.
I have to say yes and no. Now, am I a guy? No, I'm not. But what I do know is I think that guys like whatever's in front of them because I witnessed before a guy walking up to me saying he likes, yo, I like skinny women. I like shorter women. I like women with longer hair. Then walk up to another woman. Ooh, I like a big woman. Ooh, I like a shorter hair. Ooh, I like a tall woman. It's like you like whatever's in front of you.
There you go. So he's not picky.
He's acting like it to get your guard down.
Right. Trying to be a player.
For real. So, all right. So, Dating 101, we're in chapter 1. To be continued, right? We got some more chapters to write. So, this is Queen Myesha, Queenz of Queenz Radio. If you guys like what you hear, go to Queenz of Queenz on Facebook. That's Queenz of Queenz on Facebook, on YouTube. If you like what we're talking about and want to give us a lovely gift, you can also donate. I'll have all that information attached to this discussion. And we have our other host,
Queen Shavaka. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. And
Queenz of Queenz Radio.
Yes, and this is called Kings of Queens Discussion Group. And then we have our male panel holders.
Gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
This is Doctor. I'm using your phrase. And then Kimathi signing out. Peace, love, prosperity to all the people. Thank you for having me once again.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Dr. Desan Kimathi?
I got a few more years to get in. I'll be a doctor.
Okay, it's my turn. Dr. SYN-Q signing out. Thank you all for having me.
All right, you're welcome. All right, thank you everyone for listening, and please anticipate our next discussion. All right, everyone have a good night. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.